Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sammi-Jo. If you are new around here, then you're very welcome to stick around. I'm a mum of three. I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old and a 10-month-old now. He's just turned 10 months old. And I talk about all things helpful for being a mum really. A lot of my content recently has been about cloth nappies and reusable items, and then things that are going to help you be a bit more eco-conscious or eco-friendly. I am not perfect in any way, and I don't expect that of you guys. Don't expect it of me because I'm not. And yeah, it's just about trying to make it a bit more friendly on the environment, but actually friendlier on the pocket as well, because it can be worthwhile to invest the money and be frugal. There is a difference between being frugal and being cheap. So being frugal, you might want to invest the money into something. Instead of being cheap, you just want to buy the cheapest, like money-wise thing that can buy you. And there is a difference. Sometimes you can get cheap things that are going to last you forever. Like I've got stuff from Primark from years ago and it's lasted for ages, and then I'd got stuff from there and it'd last like a week and fall apart. So I think you've got to be really careful with stuff around being cheap versus having investment pieces. And it's the same when it comes to cloth nappying. So this video is going to be a collaboration with wonderful Mafalda of Fafa. She's Eco Mama, and her video is going to be talking you through all different types of holiday nappies, or what you will need to go on holiday. Now she's a wonderful person. I actually really enjoy talking to her. Now she is also a nappy guru. I love listening to her voice and I love listening to her advice. She's very knowledgeable and I think you will absolutely love her channel. So please do go over and subscribe to her. You will not regret it. She's very lovely. And if you have any questions about what to do on holiday, if you're using cloth nappies or using swim nappies that are reusable, then get over there and say hi, say that I sent you. Enjoy watching that. Now onto my video. Today's video is going to be looking at cheap versus average cost when looking at pocket nappies, and whether it's worth spending the extra £10 on a pocket nappy or whether you should just go with the cheap and cheerful. So the budget one is going to be £6.95 and it is the Alva Baby, and the normal or average price one is going to be the Baba and Boo, and that's at £16.50. I really hope that you find this useful, because when I first started I wanted to know the difference really of why some were so cheap and why some were so expensive. I think ultimately they all have their place in the market, and I just really hope that it is informative and that you come across getting my opinion on them, but also that you can make your own opinion on them, because informed is better. Right, let's get going. So when it comes to buying budget or cheap versus like the standard or average price nappy, I like to have a mix of both, and this is because I think that every nappy has a purpose, and I don't think that you can go all in with one and discard completely another. In particular the first few months of cloth nappying, I would very easily say things like, I really don't like that one, it's not for us. Luckily I've kept them and I have tried them again and they fit completely different now. I think you have to try to see which works for you and your baby, and it is not all about getting one specific brand or getting one of each. Just find what works for you and then roll with it. You can get 15 for £104 and 25p, I think. But if you want to buy off the Nappy Gurus, you can use the code FRECKLE10, which will give you 10% off there. So straight away it's under £100 there, and you're set then really to cloth nappy full time in the day. However, the caveat with this is that the inserts for the Alva Baby are microfiber. Now microfiber does have its place within the cloth nappy world, but it isn't very absorbent. So when you're looking at the types of materials that go inside nappies, microfiber is the quickest to absorb. So if you put water on that, it will absorb it very quickly, but it will saturate very quickly too. So there's not much to it in terms of long lasting nappy use. Whereas hemp on the other end of the spectrum isn't quick to absorb but holds a lot. So then in the middle you've got sort of like bamboo, cotton mixes. I like having a mix of all of them, right? And this is where it might get a bit confusing, but I'm trying to make it really as simple and easy to access, because when I first started, I felt like there was lots of jargon, lots of words, lots of like bamboo versus hemp versus cheap versus this, that and the other. And I thought, well, actually, if I do lots of 10-minute videos that are quite specific, then people can look out for them and watch more if they want. So with the Alva, this is what it looks like made up. Now, these are popper nappies, so they don't have the hook and loop, which is the Velcro. They have the poppers along the front, and then you have the rises. It's got 2 rises there, so you can use this to try and fit around the legs better. You open it up and it looks like this inside. Now, the material is soft enough, it's not offensive in any way, and you stuff the absorbent bits into the pocket at the back here. Now, it is made 100% of polyester, but the elastics are always quite taut. I must say, I've been using Alva for all of about a month, so I can't talk about the longevity on these, although as a general rule, if you're paying cheaper for an item, I wouldn't expect it to last as long. I could be completely wrong with these, but that's just my opinion in general. However, budget, I think, does have its place, and particularly if you are going to use disposable nappies versus reusables and your budget is £100, then get 15 of these. Get some additional boosters. Baba and Boo do hemp ones at £4 each. If you got 10 of them, that's 40 quid. That's £140-ish, right? That you're going to need to start off cloth nappying, and you will save yourself money in a couple of months. Okay, so with the Alva, it does come with one microfiber insert, which looks like this. Pretty simple. If I were to just use this as it is, there's no way that I would get more than an hour out of it. So I can't use Alva Baby without boosting them with another insert. So in terms of getting them and just using them straight away and thinking you're set to go, I would say it's not a massive option, but they're a brilliant place to start, and definitely one that you can have like in your stash. They're really easy and simple to use, so they'll be great for babysitters, great for nursery, great for grandparents to use, and they dry really quickly, so that's another massive bonus. If you've not got loads of space inside, then they're gonna dry within like a day or two, because if I've only got one insert and the outer cover, they dry for me within the day. I wash them at 40 because that's what I generally wash all my other nappies with. Just don't go washing them at 60 because they probably disintegrate. Another good thing about Alva is they do tend to have some really lovely prints on there. Now, again, don't discount Alva Baby as a nappy brand to use. Even if you just have 3 or 4 in your stash, or even if that's just what you want to start off with 4 or 6. To last you maybe like a day and a half. If you want to mix use, they're a great alternative, so don't discount them completely. But at £6.95, I mean, ultimately you are going to be saving lots of single-use plastic from disposable nappies going into landfill, so I would definitely still recommend them. Even though I can't use them for a long period of time, they're still a great nappy. Now, the next nappy I'm going to show you is from Baba and Boo. Now, I love Baba and Boo, so why wouldn't I show you? The difference with Baba and Boo is that the quality of materials that are used, you can tell the difference. The outside of the nappy looks like this. Now, they have recently relocated to a different factory. They have recently changed the outer material of the nappy. It is even softer than before. It's almost silky satiny sort of feel on the outside. It has poppers to the front and rises just like the Alva does. It is a bit more stretchy than the Alva. The Alva's quite firm, whereas the Baba and Boo, there is some little give in that, so it can make fitting it a bit easier actually. In terms of the style, so on the Alva, it's got quite rounded edges and it's quite wide at the top there, whereas the Baba and Boo, it's got more squared off sort of edges. They're quite similar in size, as you can see, but the front and the back are a little bit different, and I find the fit with the Baba and Boo that fits better with Arthur. Now on the inside, you'll see that it is a more of a fleecy lining. This is the softest that you will come across, and it's stitched on the inside there. You can see it's got 2 seams down here which are elasticated, which massively help contain any poo explosions, anything really. And if you've got a very fast wear as well, because that's something that people don't really tell you about, is you might have a heavy wetter, right? I mean, come on, we're talking about nappies here, so I'm going to talk about pee and poo. You might have a heavy wetter, but the rate at which they wee is quite important as well. So how fast they wee, they need something that's going to quickly absorb, like the microfiber or like a fleece sort of insert, which is going to take away that wee quick, but then it needs to be stored, doesn't it really, in some sort of material. So with the Baba and Boo, you have bamboo inserts, and this one comes with 2. So that's a big difference, is that with the Baba and Boo, it has 2 inserts versus 1. And again, all you do to stuff this one is hold it like so and just shove it in. Hold it at the top and then pull your arm out and the insert stays in place. Now these are super, super slim, and you can get hemp ones if you wanted to. Now in terms of the cost, Baba and Boo are £16.50 for each nappy. Now that is £10 more than the Alva Baby, but these are the reasons why, in my opinion. Baba and Boo know that their nappies are stitched by happy hands. They've done a lot of research into the factories, into the materials, and they come with 2 inserts. So straight away, you've got almost double the nappy. Yes, you'll have to wash the outer cover, but they dry in a day. So you could be rotating the same 10 or 15 over the space of 2 or 3 days, and that's all that you would need. In terms of prints, they are very beautiful prints. They've actually just released one that was designer nappy print, which I think one of their followers on Instagram or Facebook actually designed for them. They're a lovely mum run company. I actually know Eve, and randomly she used to live really close to me, but I've only met her since using the nappies. Now Baba and Boo are made to last. I know people who have used these for years and they're still going strong, and they may be on their 3rd or 4th child, or they've had different owners. Bamboo is very absorbent. I can actually get away with using these at night time now, so I'll put 2 in the internal pocket and that will last him till the morning. So that's like usually at least 11-12 hours, and I don't have to change him. There's no way that I could do it with the Alva, absolutely no chance. Overall, I think both nappies have their place in your stash, but I suppose it's just about what you want them for. If you're just starting out and you just want to get the cheapest ones, then go for it. Alva, cheap and cheerful, lovely prints, they will work. They're not going to fail like every time that you use them, hopefully. But I would 100% recommend getting some inserts for there, because that microfiber, it will not last you more than an hour. Whereas the Baba and Boo, you could probably get away with using 3 or 4 a day, and your baby will be happy and dry, and they contain all the poo explosions. So I really hope you found that useful. Please do let me know if you want any specific videos on specific types of nappies, anything to do about being more eco-conscious, eco-friendly, anything to do about motherhood, and I will see you in the next video. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. So I upload on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday, and I would love to have you here. So take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.